Hi, I'm Robert Spencer. Welcome to Moving Beyond. In today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about balance. Now, balance is a really fascinating thing to me. People often say they either have good balance or they don't have good balance. But I have a hard time thinking of it in terms of something that we have, like an object. For me, it's something we do. It's a complex sensory motor action that enables us to stay upright and mobile in really unstable situations. Now, sometimes these unstable situations are pretty ordinary, like standing and walking. And sometimes we engage in a variety of balance-challenging activities that are really beyond the range of most other species. It's really quite wonderful what we are able to do because we can balance ourselves. Now, to improve our balance, there are things that we can do, and I want to suggest a couple of options to you here using what I call the low-tech balance kit. Item number one in this kit is a section of rope. Now, this is about a 1/4-inch diameter soft cotton rope, and I've cut maybe 12 or 15 feet of it, but you can have whatever you want. The idea is to walk along this rope and stay balanced without falling off the rope. Now, luckily, it's only a 1/4 inch high, so it's not too scary, but it's more difficult than you might imagine. Now, speaking of difficulty, we can change the challenge level of this exercise in several ways. First is to change the shape of the rope. Probably the easiest thing to do is to lay the rope out in a straight line and walk along it. After that, you can make some gentle big curves, or you can make little smaller curves like I have here. You can even make angles in it that require a pretty radical change of direction. All of those steps increase the degree of challenge. You can use your vision to change the challenge too. Now, if you look down at your feet as you walk, that's probably the easiest. Next would be to look forward a little bit and watch your feet in your peripheral vision, followed by keeping your eyes on the horizon and not looking at your feet at all. And finally, close your eyes and find if you can still walk. That's really challenging. You can walk forward on this rope and you can walk backwards. And usually most people will find going backwards is harder. It'll be interesting for you to figure out what you need to do with your eyes. But believe me, if you can walk backwards on a rope that is tightly curved with your eyes closed, you're going to be really a great balancer. Okay, the idea of this is not simply to get from one end of the rope to the other, but to do it with your grace and your ease and your dignity intact. That means not to do it like I'm doing here. Here I'm trying really hard to stay in balance. I'm using gross movements rather than finely controlled movements. I wave my arms out in the air. I tilt my upper body here and there. I can tell you that my belly is really tight. I'm holding my breath. My jaw is tense. What I'd suggest to you is that in doing this exercise, you commit to breathing easily and freely without holding your breath. Have the notion when you do that you can be centered in your balance rather than using your outriggers like the arms and legs flailing to the outside. Become more finely controlled, calmer. So it means that you can feel the weight of your upper body aligned beautifully over the bones in your leg that goes down into the ankle, to the feet, and out to the ground underneath. Be very secure in your lead foot's position. Be graceful, be easy before you bring the trailing leg around to do the next step. Commit to your breathing. Be easy. Then your balance becomes more elegant, more fine-tuned, and more effective. All right, apparatus number 2 is simply a 2x4 cut to a length that allows me to stand on it with my whole foot. I have a standing leg that is where the balance takes place, and then I can do a variety of movements with my free leg. We'll put that into motion here so you can see some of the possibilities. You can make straight lines going in various directions at varying distances. You can make zigzag lines if you want. You can go up and down parallel to the block or at any angle to them. You can do curved arcing movements, and the closer you have your free foot to the block, usually the easier it is. It's more challenging to do widely sweeping, reaching movements. After you've done that, change legs and continue. So, my friends, enjoy your balance, live long and prosper, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.